gone live. Hold on, let's just turn this down. Whoa. That's better. See you now. Right. Fishing. I've actually gone fishing. I've not had a chance to sort things out. It's been a bit hectic. I've been having a bit of a nightmare session. Evening, Nick. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Been having a bit of a nightmare session, if I'm honest. To be perfectly honest. 3 guys in the room. Good to see you. 2 likes. Oi, oi. Friday Night Carper. Good to see you, guy. You alright? Good channel, by the way. Been checking it out. Hey, mate. Hey, Dan. Good to see you. Danny. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Listen, what's it going to be tonight? It's about things going wrong. Setting up, everything's gone wrong. Hiya, Joe. Hi, Daniel. Hiya, Gareth. Good to see you. Evening, should I say, Saturday night. Watching me instead of Strictly, or recording a Strictly, come dancing or something. I'm only doing 45 minutes tonight. Hiya, Roy. Hey, mate, you alright? Top Penguins here. Aidy, good to see you. Hiya, Brad. Paul, good to see you. Hiya, Des. Gary Rothwell. Hiya, Gary. Gary's not drunk tonight. He wasn't drunk the other night, by the way. You don't watch it, Gareth, do you? Hiya, mate. Hiya, Chris. Hiya, Thomas. There's quite a few guys. Where you are, dude? I'm in Birmingham. Hey, I'm in Birmingham at the moment. I can't say which water because they've only just... I'll tell you all about it in a minute. Hiya, Obsessive Carper. Good to see you, mate. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong tonight. This nearly never happened. New record tonight. How many? 28? Maybe, I don't know. Needs to do about 65 for record. Evening. Alright, Matt Beavers, good to see you. What was that, AD again? I missed that, mate. I was too busy reading other people's comments. What's gone wrong then, GJ? Oh, everything, mate, everything. I come to do this live feed to start with, and when I looked, I had 2% battery life. Then my cable wasn't working, and I should run down the bank and borrow an iPhone cable. That didn't work. Paul Butterworth. Right, so I borrowed a cable, I legged it down there, come back up here, that cable didn't work. Harry, good to see you. Tom, Billy. Guys, listen, usual thing, when you want your kids on YouTube and you want to mention them, your dad said before he's going to go to the shop and get as many sweets he can fit in a Tesco's carrier bag, right to the top. So he promised you that, and he's going to go and get that in a minute. Gary, you asked for that. Hiya, Brian Mills, good to see you, mate. Good to see you. So anyway, I gets the cable, I runs all the way back. Hiya, George Anderton, good to see you, mate. Good to see you. I run all the way back, the cable didn't work, right? Then I plugged my cable in and it started working again. It's an iPhone cable. Then the lighter, I didn't have a lighter to make a cup of tea. So luckily enough, I've got a drink of tea, right? So when you go into the shop, Gary, when you off? Hiya, fella. Hiya, Mark. Matt Childs. Joe Brown, good to see you. So anyway, everything went wrong, didn't it? I've also got Flynn with me as well. I'll show you. Stick your head up there. Flynn's fishing as well. He's not fishing, you're just camping, aren't you?
Yeah, but I do want to fish.
You do want to fish?
Yeah.
Right, we'll get a rod out in a bit for you. You cast that out. Hiya, Graham Martin, good to see you. Do you sell wind shutters? What do you mean by that? Have you got wind? Wind shutters.
Have lots of farts.
Can't say that, Flynn. So, this nearly never happened. Cable, then a drink of tea, everything else. Blinds. Yeah, wind shutters. Message me on Panache Blinds, Danny, and I'll speak to you about that when I've got time. Hiya, Phil, good to see you, mate. He asked me, you alright there? Phil says, you alright? Doing fine, mate. Window shutters, no, stop doing them because it takes 14 weeks to come from China. I think that's what it means. Yeah, I think that's what it means. Message me on the Facebook page and we'll have a look at that. It's Sod's Law, it is, it's Sod's Law. So, anyway, we got here a little bit late, we've got the rods out, I'm at a lake just outside of Cannock, isn't it, Flynn? Just outside of Cannock. Mark, I've been here for about 2 hours, haven't I, Flynn? Got here about 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I've been here about 2 hours and I've got 2 rods out, about 90 yards. Yeah, Evening, Sean. Blimey, there's a few coming in and out. Any clues? It's from the Birmingham and the venue. Yeah, we'll do, Gareth. I'll tell you in a minute. Oh, it's just Cannock. Near the motorway. Next to Bowling for Carp. Next to the Bowl Syndicate. So if you're from Birmingham, you know exactly where I am. I'm next to the Bowl Syndicate. Yeah? Hopefully trying to catch a fish. So that's some new platforms fitted as well. Somebody asked me the question before. What did they ask me, Flynn? I forgot. I forgot.
Because you read it in your mind.
No, I didn't read it in my mind. I'm losing the plot a little bit. So anyway, we set up for the night. We're all settled now. Everything's sorted. Don't be climbing trees. I won't, Gary. Try not to.
I'll try not to.
Yeah. You can't see, Flynn. Hope you bag one. Well, I hope I do, Dean, to be perfectly honest. Right, guys, if you've got any questions what you want for the vlogs. You've just had a bleep on your left-hand rod, Paul. Is that the Gollum look? Was that one of them where you go... We've all done that. Thumbs up, people. Joe Brown, good for that. I was quite surprised, actually. I did the review. Guys, can you tell me what you think of the reviews that I do? Do you think they can be better? Do you think the style of doing is a little bit different? Is it something you like watching? Tell me, guys, what do you actually think about the reviews I do on Thursdays? Because, to be honest, I don't like them. I'll be perfectly honest. I do not like doing them reviews. Reason being is, it's just right out of my comfort zone. I don't think I'm qualified to do a review. That's my personal opinion. Now, I spoke to some people, they like them, so I carried on doing them. Maybe a session review would be better. Possibly. I'm doing great. Cheers, Roy. Appreciate that. Hey, Nathan. Good to see you, mate. You out vlogging? Yeah, I think more practice, Danny. I think I do more practice on them. The other thing I found as well is that the tackle companies don't like sending the products out because they don't have control. Flynn's here, by the way, guys. There's Flynn. So they don't like doing it. Not this week, Nathan. Well, that's a shame. Cheers for that, Joe. They're fine. They're all good. Right, okay. I'll carry on doing them. Hey, Tarmac. Good to see you, mate. Steve, Tarmac. We've met Steve, haven't we, when we were here? Yeah. He calls his lad, what do you call it? Name your lad again? Sunley. Like the reviews, mate. Good insight to the products. See, I could be on these reviews. I could be quite savage, guys. Couldn't I? Really? My hands are dirty again from setting up. I could be really savage with them and just lay into them, but I'm not going to do that. What's my view on bait boats, Nicky? Now, that's a good one. It depends, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. Remember the bait boats, Flynn?
Are you going to say hi? You just said hi to you.
Did it? Didn't I, mate? You alright? Who was it? I was too busy then, trying to think. Bait boats. What do and don't like about bait boats? I have got a bait boat and I use it about 3 times a year. I use it in France. In France is a good thing if you're going to a set location and, you know, you're limited on your area. Then I'd use a bait boat all day long. Do I like them? I love bait boats, but the waters of fish don't permit them.
I love bait boats.
Flynn loves bait boats too. Now, the thing about this is that whenever I've used a bait boat, you get grief and hassle in the UK, but you don't in America. I'm just outside of Birmingham, next to the Bowl Syndicate. What's that outside there?
Just a leaf.
A lot of rats on there, by the way, so sometimes I wonder where it is. So, what bait boats... Guys, do you have bait boats? Tell me, do you like bait boats? Is it something you've got an interest in? Because... RGA, good to see you, mate. Nice to see you. Just off the M6, Telford. No, I'm not. No. Bowl Syndicate. I'm next to Bowl Syndicate. Never used one, Dean. You never used one, Dean. Would you ever buy one, Dean? Would you? I mean, I've got... what's the one I've got, Flynn? What are you doing?
Just trying to get over the comments.
I've got a pocket rocket, and it's alright. Bait boats are for people that can't cast. Paul, do you think so? Yeah, good point. You need a catapult. Thanks for that, Brad. I appreciate that. Now, if you've got a lot of bait going out, let's say you're going to be fishing in France. Yeah, you need to be able to afford, because now they're about £1,000, aren't they, for an half decent one? I thought it was a lot of money when I first got mine at about 350 quid. So, Brian, you've had bait boats for years then. Exactly. Sean, in the right situation, they're perfect. See, Matthew loves bait boats too. PVA vlogs next. Okay, cheers, look for that, Nathan. Leaders, that's another one. I try and keep away from leaders as much as possible. I generally fish about maximum 90 yards. I can cast quite far, to be honest, but I don't tend to. Let's see, some situations, but some... See, it's all about reviews are good, mate. Cheers for that. I'll keep on... Should I keep on doing the reviews then? A bit like Marmite, exactly, Dean. Bait boats are a little bit like that. Now, I remember when we first got alarms. People hated alarms, right? With a passion. You know, you used to get spat at if you had alarms. Depending on the meaning of leaders. Exactly, Brian. What do you mean by leaders? Listen, I'll give you a little tip, guys. I've always caught fish. Just basic boats, rigs out, just do that. I've always caught fish with a leader, or little tip, what do I say? Every time I felt the lead, feeling the lead down, and it donks and it hard, and it feels like it lands on a hard place, a hard spot, a clear spot which has been cleaned out by fish, and it's hard, polished, you always catch fish. So you need to feel the lead down every time. See, they go really quick, these, Flynn, don't they? I'm alright, Dave. Good to see you. Good to see 60 people. Blimey. We're looking at 65 is the most of it. 61 people. That's a lot. 21 thumbs likes.
64 your subscribers are going to watch it now.
Exactly, Flynn. Exactly. Exactly. So, who's going to France? Who's going to take a bait boat? Hey, Joe Brown. Good to see you, mate. Matthew Randall. Evening, buddy. Good to see you. It gets a bit like this, to be honest. Joe Record, Brian Joe Record, that's the one. Splice them, mate, splice them all the time. I'll do a vlog on splicing. I did one for Vardis, I took it down. I used to be a consultant. I've been a consultant for quite a few companies, to be honest. 63, went up 2, yeah, 2 off. Evening, you alright, mate? Good to see you. CW Kart Fishing. See, this is how it works. It's like Leon's now. Leon's on at 7 o'clock, guys, by the way.
Facebook.
Yes, people are commenting on Facebook about it now, aren't they, Flynn?
Yeah.
From Corda Brian. That's where he gets it from. Spod. Paul, what do you mean by spod? Say that again, mate. I'm not entirely sure what you mean.
Just
see, now you're all talking amongst yourselves. This is how the community works. You all answer each other.
64.
Any ideas where to go? National water tickets are the best ones to do. It costs next to nothing. Now, while you guys are chatting a little bit, 66, cool, broke the record, I'm happy with that. Whoa!
Broke the record.
Right, as a result, this is how I fish in France. So guys, you amongst yourselves for a second. I like to go in the national licence. So which means is there's different regions of France which have got waters where you can fish when you get the rod licence, national licences. That's where I like to go fishing. Something about Angling Direct, I missed that. I've not got my glasses on. 70, it's going up. Blimey, it's getting like Leon's now, isn't it?
Yeah.
70, Nathan. Blimey, 70 people. Blimey. Would I go to an Angling Direct now? Yeah, I would. If I got invited to go down and have a look and have a chat with people, not a problem. Not a problem whatsoever. In fact, Hassan, I know Hassan, he lives quite close to me. He might invite me over there at some point. Got the lighter now, Jason. Good, mate. Jason got me the lighter sorted out and the cable. Top bloke.
70.
Not a problem. Listen, message me in this your desires. And if you've got any questions about any of my vlogs, in the live feeds, on the comments, after it goes live, ask me a question and I'll give you the answers you're looking for. I'll give you one to look for, which is a pucker one, which is you're on the set. Joe, are you on the same water? Brilliant.
On the same water.
Where are you, Joe? You on
come
here?
Come over.
Right, so if you got a comment about water, what's the one that I usually go down to?
I don't...
Hotels. I'll put a link for it. I'll find it. I'll put a link on for you so you can see it.
Yeah.
Also, listen, here's another one for you. If you go to some of these websites, usually they're owned by well, they release the lake, and they charge you like £300, £350. They're going to hate me for saying this. If you speak to the fishery owners directly, right? Directly, they will generally, if you speak to them in French, they'll arrange a fee. So there's a water I go to, which is Orpèche. Is it Orpèche? I'll put the link down in there when I get back tomorrow. It's 350 quid. I speak to the French owner in French, so difficile for my téléphone français. And then what happens then is it costs me 120 euros. You tell me it's worth doing. You don't have to pay the big bucks, guys. Look at using a pool in Crewe. Winsley Pool's quite good in Crewe. There's a few angling clubs around Crewe as well, like Wheelock, and there's another one that's hard to get into as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you speak to the fisheries usually directly, if they're French owned, you see, you're all talking amongst yourselves now, which I could sit back and have a drink of tea while I do this. How long have I been doing this for now? It's only 20 minutes, isn't it? It's not long at all.
I can just hug with
So we've got Ridge Monkey with us, look.
Yeah, Ridge Monkey. Ridge Monkey.
Is that Drive and Survive? Danny, yeah it is, to be honest. It's Drive and Survive. It's, for me to go to France and my food, it usually costs me about 200 quid, all in. That's the ferry, you get the late night ferry, you can book that in advance, usually costs about 45. I'll put a link in where they keep on sending me notifications of when they've got deals going to go on the ferries late at night. Then you've got the fishery and then you've got your food. It's about 200 quid you can do France for. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Now the magazines...
Dad, look, we've only got 62.
I know, it drops, don't worry about that. They'll come back later on.
Yeah,
so, one, you book your ferry in advance, you speak to the French fishery owners, you get your fuel costs, you can do it a lot cheaper. There is a lot of good quality leaders out there at the moment. I tell you a really good one, guys. Ah, right, yeah, I think that's Winsley Pool you're talking about.
That's a big comment.
No, listen, I've never used a Deeper Pro. Never used one, mate. I don't know if you speak to somebody else. Never used a Deeper Pro.
No.
I don't like going to waters where you're allocated a swim when you get there. That's why I do Drive and Survive. When you go to a water in France and they tell you which peg you've got, like Premier's like, they tell you which peg you're going. Do you know what? You can stick that right where the sun don't shine as far as I care. I want to look where the fish are and go fishing. If I'm driving from Manchester to the middle of France, Winsley Pool, good water. Yeah. When I'm going down to the middle of France, the last thing I want to do, right, is be told where I'm going to fish. Because you spend all week not on the fish. It's Acklebrine Mills, not for me. This going like kind of, nah, stick it. As soon as I go on a big lake or a river or something that's nationally owned, and if it's not fishing, you can up sticks and go. Exactly, it needs to be on the fish. Brad, exactly. That's exactly my thoughts on it. No, draw for pegs, it's not carp fishing, mate. As far as I'm concerned, if you go to the water, you've got to be on the fish. You've got to have enough about you to find the fish, watercraft and get on them. You'll have a better time doing that. Drawing pegs is for, look, listen, go and get a Shakespeare tackle box. I'm not having a dig here. Go and get a Shakespeare tackle box.
Yeah. And
go match fishing. It's not fishing for me, that. Nash is a good leader. I like the Vardis Downfall, that's a good one.
Just make sure you don't cover my head up.
What are you talking? Oh, those, oh, you're alright. Gareth Price, you're alright.
Laugh out loud.
I know. I'm quite opinionated when it comes to these kind of things, and I don't mean to be. It's just the way it is. You know, if you're going fishing somewhere, fish. That's what I'm saying.
What can I
Facebook is
say?
going crazy at the moment. I've got loads of drop downs at Facebook. Just do it. Guys, if you're going to do the Driving to Survive, just do it, you know. Make sure you go into the local tobacco and buy the right licence for the area, and then they will tell you where to go and fish. I used to go into France before all this was popular in the late 1980s, 1990, and we used to just go to waters and get the national licence. Joe Brown, be not need. What are you going on about? Not sure what you're talking about there. Sorry, Greg Rowlands can't make it tonight. I've got a personal message on there. Crete Lakes, I fancy going to that, but honestly, I'm not going to fish a waterway. You've got to draw a peg or anything like that. Fishing in Holland's good in the 80s. Yeah, on the canals, Brian. Exactly. That's good there. That's really good. In fact, we've got some family members, haven't we, out in Holland, so yeah. we need to go over there and see them, and it's a perfect excuse to get to Holland and do some fishing. See, booking swims, not into that.
Yeah.
In lakes, Brian, sorry about that, yeah, but the Jean Clair the lakes over there, to be honest, as well. Ignored that comment now. Oh well, you get them, don't you, guys? You get them. Yeah, just ignore him, guys. You get these people. It's the kind of person that's got halitosis on the bus, so don't worry about it. Darren Peck does that. He does national waters as well. He goes out and does a lot of fishing like that. I never met Darren. I've seen him at a show, but I've seen a bottle of milk at a show as well.
Laugh out loud.
I think... yeah, possibly some of the first to get over there in the late 80s. But people have been going fishing in France for centuries and centuries, just can't fishing as we do it. Now, they're better at it than we are now, to be honest. When you look at them guys fishing in France, yeah. Superb. They know what they're doing. They certainly know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Right, guys, don't forget, Leon's on at 7 o'clock, his live feed. This community's growing, we're getting bigger. When I first started doing this, I had about 5 to people.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are, mate. William, you're not wrong. Farlows, yes, I fished Farlows, and it was stitched up by the island. And do you know what? I'm not sponsored, so I'll tell you exactly what went on. Farlows. I went on there, drove down from Manchester, and watched them baiting the swim up on the pegs 1, 2 and 3. The fish went in, they turned up, they caught a fish, took some photographs, then they went for the night, come back the next day, and I'm the mug that went all the way from Manchester and paid the money while a bait company helped them to fund putting the bait in, so it was good for their publicity. People do catch from other parts of the lake, but my opinion was, didn't like it. See, Nathan's got his own fluffy creature. So, Farlows. If you was allowed to fish pegs 1 and 2 and 3, you'd have a great time. Because I watched them pretending to bail water out in the boat and then throwing bait over the other one, the other side. Wrong. Especially when you spent a lot of money. Wrong. Not right, is it, Flynn? No. I don't care what I say about that. You want to fish? Do you know who that is? James, Cabrac Angling Club.
Hey.
So, there's a lot of day tickets like where the bailiffs stitch the swims up. Don't like it. That's why I like big lakes, big mares. That's my kind of thing where you can choose where you're fishing. You've got no excuse when you blank them. Thank you. The etiquette blog was alright. I enjoyed that. I had a bit of stick about flying a drone up, but we
What? Also, I have a question.
No, I haven't watched this video yet. I'll have a look at it when I get back. That's a good call, to be perfectly honest. I know the vlog was alright, wasn't it? Guys, Graham, good to see you. I've got a message on Facebook. Listen, guys, the reason I'm getting distracted is something that's really strange that's happening at the moment. I'm getting people messaging me on Facebook while I'm doing this on YouTube. So I've got just as many people on Facebook messaging. I just don't work out how they're doing that. I think they're watching the TV at home while they're on Facebook, talking, forgetting that they're on Facebook talking to me. There's loads, isn't there, Flynn?
Yeah.
I've got messages coming from the top down and from the bottom coming up, and every now and again we can't see them, can we? Because the two are on at the same time. Hey. Hiya, Tony. Good to see you. Anyway, hey. So that's why I'm getting distracted. It's happened again. Graham Rowland on his message on the mobile now. Graham, just message on here. Message on here. Right. Leon's on at 7. I think Carpi Koozie, isn't it? Camel Carpi Koozie's on after that, I think. Don't forget AIDS vlog is also on through the week. That's Wednesday when Aid does it. Is it Wednesday or Tuesday, Aid? Tell me if you're on. Cutsy, that's it, Cutsy. It's hard to pronounce that, Cutsy. I don't.
Does anyone know which YouTube
Disable your
channel
notifications.
I'm from?
Next time I will do that, Brian, definitely. I'm not popular, I'm just ginger and a hobbit type kind of a person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Stop.
What was I talking about before about Farlow's and the bits and pieces? All Star, how are you, mate? Alright, good to see you. Good to see you on here again. Right, so far I'm going to keep on with the reviews. Some good lakes are say in the northwest. I fished most of them, but not all of them. Some of them have got a little bit off the radar. My top 5. I won't touch Reesmere with a barge pole because it's too bitchy, right? Best ones that are enjoyable. Some of them are hard to get onto. Give me a minute, I'll think about that in a minute, which are the best ones that are good. The drone, that was it. Right, when I did the Sandhurst vlog, Pillsworth is alright, not good. When I did the Sandhurst vlog, we registered the flight with the CAA, okay, the Civil Aviation, the local airport, and the actual Nick who owns the place wanted us to send the drone out. So you're right, it's not great etiquette, but how else was this to do the drone footage and promote the lake for Nick without doing the drone footage? So it's cap in hand kind of thing. It's just the way it was. So I've got a bit of grief off that, and you tend to with the drones because, to be honest, you don't even know the drone's up. It's that quiet. But people like to point a finger, don't they? I'll give you an example of this. On the video, the last video, the etiquette video, I must have had 70 people like it. Yeah. Forget this. Never mind the comments at the moment. I'm speaking. Won't be settling. Yeah. Just want to get this out of the way. So there's 70 people might like this, but if you listen to what I'm saying is, you'll always look at the comments, there's 3 that don't. You can always guarantee them 3 are the kind of people that you don't want to sit next to on a bus. That's all I'm saying on that. But yeah, it's good. Lakes in the northwest, right? I'd fish on Publicity Waters. You know, I'm not in them anymore. Big Moore's a good one. Right, Elworth, but it's publicity ban on that. Pillsworth, Paul, yeah, Pillsworth can be alright to be honest, Paul, but it's because it is next to us, you're told. It's next to a dump, where these dump things, it just smell like one. UK Carper, evening mate, good to see you. Good to see you. Guys, can we have some thumbs up? And let's have some thumbs down as well, because we always like them as well, because it's the same thing. People don't work this out, it's the same thing. Right, that's enough now, Flynn, you get carried away with it.
Yeah. It's just a thumbs up, but upside down.
£100 sleeping bag. Listen, don't. Oi, oi! There
Yeah, thumbs up. It's a lot of emojis.
Nathan, it's just that some people like Pillsworth. It's a Marmite lake. Some people like it, some people don't. It's that thing, Nathan. You know, I like Pillsworth on its day, but there's times when it smells like a tramp's bottom, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then I don't like it. It's that simple, guys. So Pillsworth's alright. See, this is why I'm hesitant about water. A lot of them have got publicity bans. Yeah, it's a good PVA, but a good sleeping bag, that. Cloud9. We had this discussion on the other live feed, though, didn't we? Yeah? Sleeping bags. Are we on to sleeping bags again, mate? Yep, no problem.
Yeah.
Yep. I've got the Fox one, Evo.
I'm even still in mine.
Do any of you guys use something that's not fishing for a sleeping bag? Now there's a question. Turner's Pool, nice for runs water. Only got little pasties in there. Come on, Flynn, don't be silly.
I had a question to ask Tom.
Ask him a question then, Flynn. Go on.
Can anyone write what YouTube channel I am from?
Flynn's got a YouTube channel, but I don't even know where it is myself. G-Tube. G-Tube.
Yeah. Check out my channel.
Joe Brown, no Flynn. Flynn has a YouTube channel which he prats about on, to be honest.
I don't.
You do. It's called G-Tube. It's a gamer. Right, so listen, what never mind branded stuff. Has anybody got any sleeping bags that you just don't see in tackle shops? Right? That's the interesting thing for me. Now let's turn the clock back to 1980 and there was no such thing as bivvy sleeping bags. Yeah? Roll on, let's see what we can come up with. Flynn the Flinion, yeah.
How did you know my minion name?
Yep. So here's the thing. Is there sleeping bags out there, Rutchers and all season? See, you were all... what am I saying? I've got Fox ones, so I'm just as bad.
Did you post a spell?
Camping bags. See,
That's wrong.
see, camping bags are expensive, aren't they? When you look at them, I've seen them, they're quite... I think there's a difference between carp fishing bags and our bags, is that we like to have a bit of room and kick around in there, don't we? You know, like it's a bed. See, look at that, Moscow Russian, what's that? Hello, I'll have a look at that, Kenny, that's a good one. I'll have a look at that one, definitely. Liam's got some decent waters. There is some decent waters. Flynn, don't be silly now. Come on.
Oh, I'm just reading comments.
Somebody takes a quilt then, do they? Blimey, we used to take quilts.
Yeah.
Say if you rocked up with a bright red sleeping bag, what would you be called then? Don't forget, look guys, Leon's on at 7. Have the rods out for 2 hours. It's been a bit quiet, to be perfectly honest. Sheikh Lamir's alright, that's on the limb ticket. PA Prince Albert's got some great waters, to be honest, and I'm on a PA water now, so have a look at that. They've got some good waters, and they've also got some excellent waters, to be honest. Bin bags at the end of the feet, yeah. Kevin Nash used to do that. Kevin Nash used to fish on Snake Pit with the bin bags with his legs sticking out the end of his umbrella. It's the name of a lake, Flynn.
Oh.
Yeah, so, yeah. PA, Joe Brown, PA all the way. Yep, Nathan, big red bags all the way.
Big bag.
Angler's Paradise, Sachs Place. I fished that many years ago. In fact, I was fishing zigs on that before they were called zigs. Worked that one out. How'd you like them apples? I used to fish bread as a zig all the time.
I think they're very tasty apples.
Nash Frostbite all the way. People seem to be onto these Nash ones. Now, Nash brought out a sleeping bag which had some channels down the side to let the ventilation come in. That was a terrible idea for me. I didn't like the idea of that. I really didn't like the idea of that. 45-inch broilers are normal then. George, just put your name down the waiting list. Plastic orange survival bag. Orange plastics. The problem with these camping bags though, they've got no room for you to move and wriggling. I like a bag, right, and you might be the same as me. When you've got itchy feet in the middle of the night, you need to itch them. And if you've got a sausage as a sleeping bag where you've got to crawl up into it, you've had it, haven't you? You're not going to be able to itch your feet. Are you local to Warwickshire? No, that's somebody else. Flynn, when it's there, I can't see the... I need the dark so I can see it. So. The Frostbite is a wide bag, it is.
Yeah.
A poncho, 58, pattern poncho. Do you sleep in that? Do you sleep in your poncho?
You sleep in your poncho. I know what poncho is.
No, not had any fish yet. I've only been out for a couple of hours.
No.
I don't think I will. We're just camping really. I've got to have his tea yet. Flynn's just had a sausage roll. See, Frostbite seems to be the bag of choice on here tonight. Yeah, bread still works. It's a good bait. You know, bread is a good bait.
Don't say pot.
Tracker. Is it a tracker you've got then, William? Sit. Just don't keep them going far because I can't see. When that's there, I can't see it.
Sorry.
What's happening is every time Flynn's big white head comes here, I can't see the comments because the comments come up with white, and then I can't see Flynn. That, you know, that's what the problem is. Prince Albert. Reason why I'm starting the vlog on here again, I'll explain that. Is they had a committee meeting about doing vlogs and publicity ban, whether to bring back a publicity ban, and they've chose not to. They've chose to keep it open so you can do these kind of things as long as you're not making money from them. That's it. Yep. So it's all good. I got an email yesterday from Mark from PA saying you can still do these things, so I'll start doing them again on PA waters. Bread and maggots a good bait. You've got to use bread and maggot.
Yeah, bread and maggot.
Some of the naturals and the retro stuff is very good. Listen, try zigs and bread, popped up bread crust.
Also,
Deadly.
I think that the white
See,
maggots
exactly.
are really good. The white maggots.
Big Snooze is a good one. See, the Big Snooze is about 10 years old, isn't it? You know, it's quite a good sleeping bag. Can you still buy them, guys? I'm not entirely sure where you can still buy them or not.
I'll get that question. It's the only question because I didn't have a question.
So less than 100 quid now, are they, Paul?
Less than 100 quid? Also, I really like.
Yeah, have a good look on
your,
eBay, guys.
Like symbol.
Have a look on eBay. I mean, I'd never buy second-hand sleeping bag, to be perfectly honest. I'd have to get a new one. Floater cake. There we go, guys. This is the kind of thing we're talking about. We used to make floater cakes. A lot of people won't know what a floater caker is. But like, basically, it's like, if you can imagine, you get your pop-ups, and you make your pop-ups, instead of getting that way where you roll it up, you just put it in a tray, and then you bake it, and you cut it into little squares, and hey presto, that was your original zigs. That's right, you bake it. Cake floats. Like a sponge cake. Exactly right. Exactly right. So you don't need, it goes back to the pack bait saying earlier, aren't we? You don't need Flynn, be quiet. I'm trying to speak. So you don't have to go for the expensive zigs and pop-ups and that kind of thing. You can make these things yourself quite easily. In fact, I will do a cake. I'll bake a cake. Exactly, the cubes are great. Milk protein mix, exactly, Brian. Milk protein mix works really well. Good to see you, Inline Carper. Good to see you, pal. Right, I'm going to be going in 7 minutes, guys, because it's my battery's running low in here now. It's been a bit of a pain. Sick bugs.
That's a big comment.
Sugar puffs, yeah, that's another one. Big Snooze is what? 60 quid for the Big Snooze. Dip it in hemp oil. That's a Leon thing. He loves his hemp oil. Yeah, Flynn, you don't know what we're talking about. Sure. So it's quite hard to actually read this and speak to some of you because it's someone who come really quick. I'm going to do a floater cake. I'm going to, in one of the vlogs, do a floater cake so you can have a look at how to do that yourselves. It's quite easy to do. Hemp oil. Works for many things. Yes. Adi will tell you about hemp oil. See, you can buy hemp oil and different things from your supermarket. You don't have to spend silly money on it. Right? OK sauce is a cracking, additive as well. Double thumbs up.
Yeah.
Hi Carpy, Camo Koozie, good to see you, fella. Right guys, do you know what? I think we're going to wrap this up now.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is, if you look out for Liam's post. He's going to be up at 7 o'clock, innit, Flynn?
Yeah.
7 o'clock, does about an hour, 45 minutes. Floater cake. I'll do something about floater cake. Tesco Empoil, exactly. Hiya Jack, you alright? Good to see you, mate.
I'm surprised we've not used any bars from the
Carpy Coosie's on at 8 o'clock apparently. Carpy's on at 8. See you again, buddy. Where are you fishing? Just outside of Birmingham at the moment.
Yeah.
So I'll do the nice one. No, Des, good to see you. Good to see you again. Good stream. Thanks, Joe. It's been a bit of a pain because I've been a bit distracted tonight because the phone's ready to die. That's why I'm like kind of going, oh, it's been a nightmare tonight, to be honest. In fact, I wasn't in the best frame of mind for doing this, was I?
Yeah.
Flynn was hiding in the sleeping bag because nothing was going right. Flynn's done well tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Guys, don't forget to like, comment, press that bell button.
Fishing emoji.
Let's try and get my subscribers up. Let's see if we can get that going and see if we can get more people. The more people are subscribed, the more Google promote the whole community, which is Leon, Carpy, AD, Top Penguin. We've got Tosh as well, Hookline and Sinker. We've got the Friday Night Carper.
Yeah.
There's loads of them on here now. There's loads of them.
Also,
I'm going to keep the review going. I don't like doing the review. Hate it. Hate's a strong word, but I hate it. But if you like me doing the reviews, I will do it because I just feel really like a fish out of water doing it.
Also, this lake is right next to a boat place.
It is.
Right
He likes the
next
boats.
to boat. I love watching them.
No worries, Matt Beavers. Good night. See you later, guys. Have a great time. I will. I'll try and catch a fish. I'm going to be doing a vlog while I'm here as well, so it's just a normal fishing vlog. Right, guys, I'm going to go in a minute. So I'm starting to get bum ache on this seat because I'm on the edge of the chair. I am. It's killing me.
Yeah,
I've actually got pins and needles down my left leg. Not yet, Jack. I've not caught Jack Gaming. Is it Gaming? Game not caught anything yet. I've been fishing a few hours.
Lots of
Derek, good to see you. Brian Mills, floater cake. I'm going to do the floater cake again. In fact, Brian, put the recipe up on the comments for people to make their own. That'd be great. Guys, if you got any recipes, put it in the comments and let people have a go at it. That'd be great if you all can do that. You ever been fishing in Manchester? Yeah, everywhere in Manchester. Sale Water Park, Charlton Water Park, yeah, all over the place. Tanner's Dam, the canals, yeah, everywhere really.
Yeah. Even London.
Well, Rose Lodges, I don't like going Rose Lodges. I have fished it, but there's some unsavoury people who walk around wearing chaps
Good
and
luck to you too.
with big beards and hairy bears, and it's a gay scene down there at night time, so don't do nights down there. It's a weird place. Real, exactly. It's a real vlog. It's for real people.
Real.
Absolutely.
Real.
Not selling you anything whatsoever.
Real people.
Right, guys, it's been a pleasure. Leon's on at 7 o'clock. Then you've got Camo's on at 8 o'clock. And thanks for joining the community. It only takes one bite. That's a Facebook page. Join on there. Ask to be a member of that. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Press the bell button for notifications. I've got a vlog coming out on Monday. See you, Gareth, good to see you. So some point on Monday there'll be another vlog coming out on Monday. No problem, it's a pleasure to go live. Catch up, Jack, at some time. No problem in Manchester, it's not a problem.
Okay.
Right, guys, thank you so much. It's 45 minutes nearly, and I said I'd do about 45 minutes. The battery's about to go on the phone, so I've got no choice. It's been a shit kicker of a night trying to get done it. Pardon the French. What's your number? I don't give my number out, Jack. No. Somebody asked me the other feed about exactly whereabouts I lived. Yeah, of course I'm going to do that. Sorry, no numbers gets given out. Sorry about that. No problem. Guys, see you again. Leon's on at 7 o'clock. I'm going to make another drink of tea and hopefully catch a fish and finish the vlog for Monday. So it's been an absolute pleasure to see you all again. And we had 70 tonight, so that's a record. 71 was it? So brilliant. 999. There's a number for you, Danny. Cracking. See you soon, guys. See you soon. So I've got another live feed on Thursday night. which is before the live feed talking about the product review. So,
Yeah.
see you time out. See you later, guys. So, right, anyway, should we do the YouTube thing? Au revoir, bientôt.
Au revoir.
How do we finish it?